Welcome to another episode of Surviving AP Seminar with Cassie,
Sophie,
and Jade.
and today we're going to be going over the end of course exam A and B. So if you decide to take the AP exam, this is what that is essentially. There's two parts, part A and part B. And Janden, what would you say the first part is?
Basically, the first part, they'll give you one source, and you will read through that source, and basically it comes with 3 different questions. The first one, you basically want to find what the author's claim is and what he's trying to say. The second or she.
Yeah, come on.
The second part, you want to just basically find the evidence and what the main point and everything. And then the third point, you want to take that evidence and just kind of follow through and
Evaluate.
Yeah,
You want to be in the judge's seat.
Yeah.
You want to evaluate whether the information and the sources are good or not, and whether it helps support the author's claim, line of reasoning, and whether.
Yeah, way to put me on the spot, Cass.
No, I think we're just having to go at this. Sophia, what would you say? What would you say part B would be for the end of course exam for the AP test? Arguably the hardest. And yeah, sorry.
Part B is you get to write an essay, and you don't get more than one choice, right?
You get 4 sources, and it's all the same. You get 4 sources, and you have to come up with a question. Are you equipped to answer this?
No, I'm ready.
If you're doing that, God bless.
Oh, for real. No. Basically, you get 4 sources, and while reading it, you get to choose an argument on the topic, and
You get
just
to
write an essay about it.
Yeah, you get to come up with your own question, and it's very important that you try to stray away from the general idea, because you want to make sure your essay stands out amongst hundreds of thousands of others that are also going in.
Yeah, but don't make sure to time manage.
Jaden, have anything to add on to that?
Yeah, Jaden.
Yeah, I would for sure say a lot of people will tell you start with the B part first. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's way better if you just do it the original way, which is just going through the A part and then the B part. And also you should be around estimate around 20 minutes for the part A part, which
Half an hour is what is
Recommended.
30 is recommended, but shoot for 20 so you have more time.
Honestly, just go with the flow.
I'm done.
Wait, I have something to say. I have something to say.
Everything I say.
No, I have something to say, and then you can speak. Obviously, just go at your own pace. If you want to go from front to back or back to front, whatever. But from our experience, don't. Okay, go.
That'll be confusing. Anyways, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted.
Oh, not rudely.
The first part, like I said, they say go for 30, but I think it's easy enough to just shoot for 20, and then you have just way more time to be doing the essay. And what I did is I did the 20 minutes, and then I just instantly got on my essay. And when I instantly got on my essay, I had so much time afterwards to just kind of look through and just make sure what I'm saying makes sense. But yeah.
Sophie, anything to add?
not really.
Can't really add anything to that.
Honestly,
Yeah.
okay,
opinion.
I can add.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Cass. You always can.
You think I talk a lot? You think I have a lot of opinions? So, to add on to part B, it's basically the IWA, and you can either find an argumentative side or a solution-based question and answer, but basically what you're doing this whole year is preparing for that essay, so there's really not much of a preparation you can go to besides just taking the class. And to go back to part A, it's just 3 questions. You want to make sure you're evaluating them correctly. More words doesn't mean better answers. We can have Miss Romberg will hopefully show you the same source material that she showed us, where it was the students' answers from a couple years ago, and it was scores of a high rating score and a medium score, and the high rating score had less words than the low rating score, because she accurately identified the line of reasoning and the claim and evaluated the source line without using too many words. And just make sure you're doing it accurately. That's something that you...
Yeah. Good words.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good opinion.
Well,
Thank
there
you.
are practice things that you can do
Of
on
course,
College
yeah.
Board, but I think
Nobody
we can all
does
say
that.
that we did not do that.
Honestly, that wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly.
This is also the easiest AP test you're ever gonna take.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
gonna be
literally
pretty chill.
the easiest. So
I
I
think you should underestimate it.
No,
don't
don't.
underestimate it, but
Yeah.
at the same time,
Don't
as long
overstudy
as,
for it.
as long
Overstudying is not good.
yeah, as long as you understand that you have good time management and stuff like that, you're set.
Oh, yes, of course. I would...
set.
Adding on to that, I would say time management is a huge part of the AP test.
You already said that.
Oh,
Did I?
Yeah,
Oh,
you did.
it's very important.
But also, well, before I was cut off again, I forgot what I was gonna
I didn't cut you off. I waited, and then I said adding on.
You waited it?
Oh.
No,
Oh.
stop. They know stuttering is my weakness.
Anyways, thank you
Just
guys
bull-
for another.
No, wait.
another-
What to talk about?
Wait, what
So
else? We're only
then-
at 5 minutes.
Well, what?
The last thing I wanted to talk about was the importance of quotes. Because as we learned after the AP test,
you're
yeah,
right.
you're welcome,
What?
guys.
Right.
Bruh.
They do not count quotes. One of our friends was, interestingly enough, wanted to read the text before going to the essay, and he discovered that quotes actually do not count in the essay. So
that was
to my
really
essay?
confusing. He read the directions and found out that they don't.
Yeah, that's what I
count the
said.
Quotes. No, that was confusing.
okay, anywho, but the reason is that they don't count the quotes, so you don't use your quotes from the essay. Use them, of course, but don't use them as evidence. You want them to back up your claim.
Like,
but not
okay,
your
you can, but just know that your evidence that they will be like grading
not
is your commentary and like what you put into
Yes,
your own words.
they're not grading the quotes.
I didn't even know that.
And that's it for this episode.
Thank you guys for tuning in on another episode of How to Survive AP Seminar 101. A big thanks from
Cassie.
Sophie.
and Jaden. We'll see you on the next one.